Coming up on DC News Now, large crowds in DC rallying for peace in Israel and Gaza.
And shots fired into homes in Herndon, Virginia, terrifying families.
To me, it really felt like a bomb.
More reaction tonight.
And a wet weekend ahead as a storm system from the west approaches. Those details up next.
Plus, we're live at Capital One Arena as the Washington Capitals get ready to drop the puck for the new season.
I've got one question for you. Are you ready for it? I'm Randy Bass reporting in Georgetown with what you need to know before you book it to the box office for the Eras Tour movie this weekend.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thanks for joining us on this Friday for DC News Now at 5. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Developing now, a rally in support of Israel was held today in DC's Freedom Plaza with several lawmakers along with faith-based leaders.
And this comes as tensions escalate in the Middle East. The war has claimed at least 2,800 lives in Israel and Palestine since Hamas launched an unprecedented surprise attack on October 7th.
Our political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming attended that rally. He's joining us live from Freedom Plaza. Leonard, what was it like out there for you today?
Mark and Annalisa, look, this place was teeming with hundreds of people just a few hours ago, and it was peaceful, not the tensions that you're feeling over in the Middle East. And there were scores and scores of elected officials, government officials, religious leaders who did speak to this crowd to say Israel has the right to defend itself from terrorism. It was a constant sight of unity and solidarity. Hundreds crowded into Freedom Plaza to build American support for Israel. Supporters say they're showing up for Israel's right to defend itself against the attacks from Hamas militants. People draped themselves in an Israeli flag and stood shoulder to shoulder. One of them was Elliot Yadin of Maryland, who held up the American flag through the entire 2-hour rally while he was draped in the Israeli flag.
As a proud American and a proud Jew and a supporter of Israel, someone who has immediate family and lots of cousins and friends that live in Israel and are living under the direct threat of what's going on now. It's been heartwarming actually to see and hear the support of our local community, of our leaders, President Biden.
This really was, again, a strong showing for Israel, and that's exactly what the organizers wanted for this rally. Guys?
Well, Leonard, you spoke with a lot of people today. How are they feeling about the escalating tensions?
Well, Mark, there are still lots of tension here in D.C. and this region among people who have family and friends in Israel who are still dealing with that situation there. But they're really worried about those folks, not necessarily about the violence toward them, but the folks in the Middle East. Reporting from Freedom Plaza, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now. Back to you.
Leonard, thank you. Meanwhile, police departments and first responders across the nation are on high alert today as a former Hamas leader calls for a day of rage from supporters. Extra fencing was installed near the Capitol overnight ahead of any potential protesting or violence. There is also an increased police presence around both Jewish and Muslim places of worship in the DMV due to the ongoing threats. We'll have more on those efforts coming up at 5:30.
Again, this war in just a week's time has left thousands dead and hundreds of thousands in danger. And you might be wondering, how can I help the people of Israel and Palestine during this crisis? Here's a list of just a few organizations that are doing just that. We have a more comprehensive list of groups on our website, dcnewsnow.com. But now the Better Business Bureau is warning the public to be aware of predators trying to take advantage of your generosity. And here's some questions they say you should ask before you donate. Ask if the charity can actually reach impacted communities. Check what they're asking for, whether it's clothing, food, or money. And does the group have experience dealing with crises like this one? And do they use crowdfunding? If they do, check their history of getting that money where it belongs, and check their legal history and any potential appeals.
All right, switching gears now, live look at the National Mall here at 5:04. Looking good. The sun is shining. Mark and Brittany, that's good news on this Friday.
Brittany, change is coming.
Yes, change is coming as we head into your weekend, but for now, enjoy the sunshine. Here's a look at satellite showing you what to expect. Further off to the west, you're seeing that cloud deck. That's going to slowly roll through as we head into your evening, and then we're going to be seeing some showers as we head into your Saturday. So enjoy the dry weather while it lasts. Temperatures right now still on the warmer side. 72 currently in the nation's capital, 64 as you head over there to Winchester, 67 there in Hagerstown, and it's going to be a beautiful evening out there. Temperatures still going to be holding on to the 60s as we head through that 8 o'clock hour. Then we finally start to see those temperatures dip down into the upper 50s as we head into 10 o'clock. Looking ahead for the next 3 days, Saturday, it's going to be a soggy day out there. Highs will be struggling to get out of the lower 60s as a storm system begins to roll through our area. Make sure you have the umbrella on hand, and don't be surprised if you do hear a rumble of thunder Saturday afternoon. Sunday still holding on to those cool conditions, but we'll be on the backside of that storm system. That's going to kick up our winds, and then our temperatures really struggling to get out of the upper 50s, which is about 10 degrees below average for this time of year. And it looks like for Monday, could see a spot shower, but still holding on to the cooler temperatures. But don't worry, a warm-up is in that 7 days, so definitely keep it here. We'll talk more about that in just a bit.
Brittany, thank you. Well, new details this afternoon coming out of Morgan State University. Today, we learned a 17-year-old has been arrested in connection to the mass shooting at the university back on October 3rd. Baltimore police say the teen was taken into custody in the district. At this time, they have not released his name because he is a minor. Police say they were able to arrest him using surveillance video. Right now, Baltimore police are asking for help with finding this person on your screen, 18-year-old Javon Williams. They believe he is also connected to the shooting. Police believe Williams is considered armed and dangerous.
And in Virginia, a family in Herndon wants answers after a neighbor allegedly fired shots into their home. The man's been arrested and faces 9 felony counts stemming from the shooting. Haley Milon covers Northern Virginia. She spoke to the woman who says that bullets missed her head by just a few feet.
Yeah, the family is so shaken up. The mother I talked to doesn't want to be named on air. She tells me she was getting ready for bed that night just after 11 o'clock. Her husband and kids were already asleep when bullets went whizzing over her head.
It really felt like a bomb, so I threw myself on the floor and I told him, shots, like somebody's firing.
If she'd gone to bed just a few minutes later, the mother of 2 says she would have been standing directly in the line of fire as bullets went through her bathroom window and bedroom walls. She says her husband woke up and they crawled out of the bedroom and called 911. Her 2 young sons slept through the barrage.
I just couldn't comprehend what was going on at that time.
Police say 26-year-old Sangram Singh Gruel, who lives across the courtyard area from the family, fired the shots that hit 3 occupied townhomes. A SWAT team arrested him early Wednesday morning and recovered these 2 firearms and this ammunition. The mother says she's seeking counseling for her sons who aren't even comfortable walking in their neighborhood alone anymore. A neighborhood, she says, that once felt like the safest place in the world.
It scares me more when I think what could have happened. Our kids play in the back, right here. That's why we chose to live here, because it's safe.
She says her family doesn't even know Gruel, who's lived a few hundred feet away from them for a year, and that is the most perplexing part. What answers do you want?
Why? I want to know why. What caused it? What made this person act that way and decided to shoot at our homes?
Gruel is being held in Fairfax County without bond. Reporting from Herndon, Virginia, I'm Haley Milon, DC News Now.
Haley, thank you.
Well, the Washington Capitals are opening their season tonight at Capital One Arena as they take on the Pittsburgh Penguins.
The puck drops at 7:30. Our Brandy Flores is live at the Rock the Red Carpet event there. And Brandy, looks exciting. Lots of fans.
The district is abuzz as fans from all over have flocked to Capital One Arena in anticipation and, of course, much excitement for a brand new hockey season. And the Washington Capitals are hosting their annual Rock the Red Carpet event, which is going on right behind me. So let's you have a look here. TJ Oshie slowly making his way down the red carpet. Lots of players have already made their way as fans welcome them as the Caps will take on the Pittsburgh Penguins for their first game of the season. And Alexander Ovechkin and Tom Wilson already made their way down the red carpet, and so I stopped them on their way in the building and asked them how excited they are and how grateful they are for the fans to come out and support them as they begin a brand new year.
Yeah, I think fans, us, missing hockey, and right now it's an exciting moment for us.
Is the adrenaline pumping? Are you ready to hit the ice?
Not yet, we're still waiting. We still have one more time.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing feeling. I mean, my 10 years here, the support's been second to none and makes it feel like home, and I've had a lot of fun playing for these fans, so I'm excited.
The puck drops at 7:30 tonight. They're taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins as the Cavs hoping to start the season off in the win column. We're going to have much more coverage coming up at 6 o'clock here on DC News Now, and of course, highlights, post-game interviews, and a live report from me at 11 o'clock on game night. So be sure to keep it locked here on DC News Now. Until then, reporting from Capital One Arena, I'm Brandy Flores. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.